Everyone, welcome back. I am Afsha Fareen, the maths faculty in Tala Padmavati International School. Today, we are going to deal with Jali patterns. As we have seen in the previous class that the masons who have built the Jagriti schools floor where the children used to play and sing and also create the new type of patterns. Do you remember this thing? Yes, these were the flow pattern which was designed by the Mansons. So, the same Mansons, what they have done? They have done the Jali patterns on the walls. Okay, so here are the two pictures which is showing the Jali patterns of the school building. Now, we need to spot the different Jali patterns in these two pictures. So, this is one of them. Yes. Yes, this is one of the Jali pattern and more. Yes, here is also one of the Jali pattern spotted. What is a Jali? What is Jali, children? Jali is nothing but the spacing between the wall which is repeated continuously is called as pattern, and the spacing between the walls is called as Jali. So, the pattern which is continuously repeating in the form of Jali is called as Jali pattern. So, this is the drawing of another beautiful Jali. Let us see this. Can you see this picture? Yes. So, this is the drawing of another beautiful Jali. See the spacing? It is continuously repeating. The same pattern is repeating continuously, creating a Jali in the wall. Now, color some of the bricks red and make your own Jali pattern in the wall given below. So, this is the work which he has allotted. As we don't have textbooks, once we get it, we can do it, or else we will be doing it in the worksheet. So, next, can you see this window? Jharokha in this photo of the school. Can you find this Jharokha in this picture? Where it is? Come on, observe, children. Is it this? Is it this? Yes, exactly correct. Here we can see a Jharokha. Here also we can see a Jharokha. Now, draw some Jharokha patterns in the walls here. You can shade it in black. So, he is asking us to use a black color and make this kind of Jharokha. The art which is made here is named as Jharokha. So, now let us go to the next topic. So, you can see the Jali is from the library building in Kerala. So, can you see the bricks arranged in a Jali pattern? See, this building, this wall is showing the Jali pattern of a library building from Kerala. And see how these edges are? These edges are in the form of triangles. So, how can we have a triangle from this brick? Cutting the brick, breaking the brick from this part, it will give us the triangle. So now, here also you can see, have you seen bricks that look like triangles? Look the bricks around the trees in this photo. See the photos, there is a boundary for this tree and the bricks which are used here are in the form of triangles, right? So, did you see anywhere this kind of triangle bricks? Did you? Yes, generally when we visit the gardens, the place where the plants are planted, they will be surrounded for the protection, also to have the water stagnant. So, these kind of bricks are surrounded by the plants in the gardens and everywhere. Do you see the ark in this photo? Can you see the ark? This is the ark. This is from the school in Faizabad. So, this photo is from the Faizabad school where you can see an ark in the wall. So, children, did they make this ark using some other object? Some other material? No, this ark is also made from the bricks itself. So, look at the other arcs around you and draw them. So, generally, where do we see arcs? We see arcs in the entrance of the buildings. Still, where do we find arcs? Temples. We see arcs in temples and different places. So now, let us see. Have you seen arc in this bridge? Yes, we also see the arcs in bridges also. See the arc in the bridge. So the arrangement of the bricks is arranged in such a way that it gives a shape of an arc. Where else have you seen an arc? As we already discussed, we have seen the arcs in temples, door entrances, and if you want to design interiors in our house, we give a curvy look. Yes or no? So that is the thing. Now, in this photo from Ocha, see how the arc is made. It has a nice name, Ghungat Wali Mehrab. What is the name of this arc? See, can you see this arc? It is so curvy, right? It's curvy. This arc is completely straight, but whereas this arc is completely curvy. See? It's curvy. And what is the name of this arc? Ghungat Wali Mirab. Ghungat Wali Mirab. If you see the old historical places, children, if you visit any tomb or any historical places, these kind of mirabs you can see easily. Okay. And can you see the jali pattern of the window, how beautifully it is designed? See, both sides it is designed. So, is it the jali pattern of the window beautiful? Isn't it? It is made out of the thin bricks. Have you ever seen thin bricks? Look around. So, not only the bricks are available in the same size, children. There are different type of bricks available in different sizes. So, the design of this window is designed using the small bricks, the mini small bricks, the thin bricks, so that they got this excellent design of this window. So now we are going to learn about 2D and 3D shapes. So what is the major difference between 2D and 3D? What does D stand for? D stands for dimension. And what do you mean by dimension? Dimension is a measure of length, breadth and height. I repeat, dimension is the measure of length, breadth and height. So, in 2D shapes, the dimension is 2 and in 3D shapes, the dimension is 3. So, let us know what is the dimension in 2D and 3D shapes. So, you can see a shape here. What is the name of the shape? It is a rectangle, and rectangle is a plane shape, as we already know. Why it is called as plane shape and why it is 2D? It is 2D, children, because it has only 2 dimensions. That means it has only length and breadth. So the longest part of the rectangle is called as length and the shortest is called as breadth. So you can see this is also the vertical rectangle. So the length, the longest side is called as length and the other side is called as breadth. So in 2D shapes we can see only 2 dimensions. What are those? That is length and breadth. Now let us see what are 3D shapes. Here is a shape. So when we have seen in 2D shapes, there were only 2 dimensions, that is length and breadth. Now let us see the length, the breadth. Breadth is nothing but the width of the object. The width of the object. Next, the height. The height of the objects. That's the reason we say that 2D shapes are plane shapes and can be only drawn on paper or touched on the paper. But whereas 3D shapes can be folded in our hands, as it will be having height, length and breadth. So here 2D, 2 dimensions. What are the 2 dimensions in 2D shapes? It is length and breadth. The next, what are the 3 dimensions in in the same way, you can find length, height, breadth in every solid shape. In the same way, in every plane shape, you can find length and breadth. So now we are going to learn about face, edge and vertex. What is a face, what is an edge and what is a vertex? These things can be noticed in solid shapes. So here is a solid shape. Can you name which shape is this? Yes, this is a cube. So what is a face in a solid shape? The face is the flat surface. The flat surface of a solid shape is called as face. Now let us count how many faces are there for a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 faces are there for a cube. Now what is an edge? An edge is a part where two faces come and meet at a point. This is a face, right? This is a face. The two faces come and meet at a point. This is called as an edge. So let us count how many edges are there for a cube. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 12 edges are there for a cube. Now what is a vertex? The vertex is something which 3 edges come and meet at a point. Face is a flat surface. Edge is something which joins the two faces. Now vertex is the corner of the solid shape. So where more than 2 edges come and meet at a point is called as edge. So let us count how many edges are there for a cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many faces did we get? 6 faces, edges 12 and vertex as 8. So children, you can also try this thing with different solid shapes and you can count the number of edges. So our chapter is completely about the brick. The brick is in the shape of cuboid. So now let us see how many, which of these bricks have curved edges. Does the brick have curved edge? Does it have a curved edge? No. How many faces do you see? How many faces are there in the brick is the question. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Is there any brick which has more than 6 sides? Will we can form any brick which is having more than 6 faces, Nana? No, that is not possible. So how many edges does a brick has? What did I tell? The two faces join is called as edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 edges for the brick. Now how many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So children, for a cube and a cuboid, both have same number of face, edge and vertex. So you can also try with other solid shapes. Now let us see what is an length, breadth, height in a brick. So this is the length, this is the breadth and this is the height. So let us see. Take one brick and measure it. If you have if you find any brick in your surroundings, you can grade a brick and you can also measure using a scale. So scale shows which unit? Centimeters. So first of all I am finding the length of the brick. So put it from 0 and it is 22 centimeters. How long it is? It is 22 centimeters. How wide it is? Wide is nothing but the breadth of the brick. The breadth of the brick is, you can say, 9 centimeters. The breadth of the brick is 9 centimeters. What is the height? Height of the brick? It is 7 centimeters. So you can find different size bricks and you can find the length, the breadth and also the height. So now the question is, Munia wants to make a wall of 1 meter long. How many bricks will she need? So one brick is 22 centimeters long, children. So to make 1 meter brick, how much we need? Where 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So to make 1 meter wall, how many bricks are used? Kindly think about it and solve it. So there is also another question. Ganesh and Sahiba lives near a canal where bricks are made. Can you guess the height of the chimney here? So using this, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeters and we know that the length of the brick is 22. So guess the answer of the height of the chimney. So this is what we have learned today, the face, the edge and the vertex. Please try with other solid shapes also. Thank you.